Hello. Okay, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna go over another trade example. I think this is episode either 6 or 7. Don't know, but yeah, we're just gonna go over the trade example. And in this example today, we actually had the 2022 model present itself 3 times, so it's pretty exciting, right? And we're just gonna go over what happened, how we got in, and yeah, and go over how we made some profits. So the first thing I saw here, right, was London highs. So we had London highs, and then I don't know what happened to this, but okay, yeah. So we had London highs here. Uh, yeah. So London highs, and we had a fair value gap for 30 minutes, 30 minutes, sorry, 30-minute bullish fair value gap, and we had London highs, and we were going to manipulate London highs. So around like at this point, like 9:30 here, yeah, 9:30, and then I thought like, okay, we're gonna manipulate London highs, right? So that was my bias of the day. It was bearish, and that's exactly where we went, right? And I was looking for the mech model, but we didn't really have any good situations where we got the mech model. Like right here, you do see a small fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, but then we have this massive candle here, so that would just mess up our risk to reward. So instead, I went for the ICT 2022 model entry, which is simply just a fair value gap right here. So we have bearish fair value gap, and then we got tapped onto that bearish fair value gap, if that makes any sense. I think it was on the 1 minute time frame. I'm not sure what time frame it was on. I think it was on the 1 minute. Yeah, it was on the 1 minute. So we had a fair value gap right here. Technically, it's right here. All right, we have market structure shift first. Yeah, I didn't, uh, I didn't tell you guys about that, but we have to get the market structure shift first, and then fair value gap, and then tap back into the fair value gap, and then it was right here where we entered on a short, and then stop loss could be up here, but I just decided to do it here, and then we TP'd at this fair value gap right here because I just want to get a 1-to-1. So I think we TP like right here. And yeah, that's the first setup. Second setup is the same thing, right? And draws on liquidity are lower. I forgot to tell you guys, but we have so many like draws on liquidities. We have like PM lows, Asia lows, London lows, previous day high, right? We have a bunch of draws here. So that's where we ended up going. But yeah, we had another entry right here. So let's say like you accidentally like didn't see this, and then you're like, shoot, I could have gotten it, but I didn't. What you can do is you can get on the second entry, right? Same thing for value gap. I think it's on the 2 minute time frame that we had this one. Yeah, it was on the 2 minute time frame for value gap right here, and then we can enter on. Uh, we could enter on this one. I think I personally saw this like at this point. So this is like where I entered at this candle. Yeah, and then stop loss, I just placed it here at this fair value gap. At the first candle that created the fair value gap, that's where I placed my stop. And then TP was at previous day high, and we got that. Could also TP, get exactly 1-to-1, or you can kind of use structure to tell you where it is. And this is all lowers, this is liquidity, so it's perfect, right? And then the last one was this one right here. It came pretty much like right after, right? I don't remember what time frame this one was on. Okay, I think it was a 2 minute. Yeah, so 2 minute for value gap. We got to retest into it. Obviously the market isn't perfect, so as you can see, like we didn't get a perfect retest, right? Bodies went above, but the wicks still kind of respected it, and we created like a swing kind of like curve right here. So we didn't really go any higher than that. So I just entered right here at the fair value gap retest, and then I placed my stop at this fair value gap high right here, right? Because if price goes above this fair value gap high, then our idea is probably incorrect. So that's why I placed my stop here. And then I targeted uh, previous previous day high, but you can also go lower too, right? Obviously, we have draws lower. Let's just see what happens. Like, do we eventually go down there or do we reverse? Okay, so we do go down there. So yeah, this would have been like a really good trading day if you're live trading, right? Super good. Tons of draws on liquidity, tons of confluences, right? For value up here, tons of stuff. So the purpose of this video is to show you guys that we have multiple entries, right? So we have one, two, three entries, right? We have multiple entries, and if you miss one of them, it doesn't mean you're done for the day, right? You still have potential, you still have opportunity for later on, right? And all of these examples happen before 11 o'clock, right? So that's the good thing. You have three different setups present themselves before the 11 o'clock closing. So pretty good setup. Yeah, I think this is episode 7, and yeah, that's pretty much it.